Hello, my name is Colin Johns, and I am here today to talk to you about the nuclear future of Pakistan. And now, in order to be able to understand truly the future of Pakistan, we need to understand how Pakistan came to develop nuclear technologies and where they currently are at today to understand what direction they are heading on in the future. Now, the beginnings of nuclear technology in Pakistan began in the 1970s. President Zulfikar Ali Bhutto famously said in 1974, "If India builds a bomb, we will eat grass or leaves, even go hungry, but we will get one of our own." This shows Pakistan's absolute desperation to be equal with India, but also to gain nuclear power as well. Pakistan was able to set up its first nuclear power station in 1972 in coordination with Canada. Canada was a huge help, but sadly, as they went on, they lost the support of Canada. But that did not deter them from Pakistan's first nuclear bomb test, which was conducted in 1998. And this, though, led the United States to impose several sanctions on Pakistan to prevent its nuclear growth. There's these sanctions that are very important to understanding Pakistan's nuclear future. These four sanctions that President Clinton imposed on Pakistan after the first nuclear bomb test are that first is the suspension of foreign aid, except for humanitarian aid or agricultural commodities. The second is the termination of sales of any military items. The third is the voting against credits or assistance of international financial institutions such as the World Bank. And the fourth is the prohibitions of exports of certain dual-use goods and technology, civilian and military nuclear applications. Many of these just mean that Pakistan is limited from being able to send forth nuclear technologies to other people as well, or being able to import such things as well that increase the number of nuclear technologies, is that they can't have any sales of any military items as well, and that they don't get much foreign aid. This has prevented Pakistan to this current day, and these sanctions are still affecting them in some form or another. And these sanctions were initially there to motivate Pakistan to sign the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, the CTBT, and the Nuclear Proliferation Treaty, the NPT, which Pakistan still has not signed. Pakistan is still not a part of the International Atomic Energy Agency as well, the IAEA, which is meant to help the countries to have a standard of nuclear safety standards and procedures to help it to be a safe environment. But Pakistan currently, despite these sanctions, has a triad of nuclear weapons delivery systems that can launch nuclear weapons using the air, land, and water, making them still a formidable opponent. So this leads us to the future of Pakistan's nuclear technology. And the future is nuclear power. Is that Pakistan's primary goal is to increase its nuclear power capacity. Currently, it can produce 787 megawatts of electricity by nuclear power. But Pakistan's goal is to be able to produce 40,000 megawatts of electricity by 2050. There's a very big difference between these two numbers. And so Pakistan has to make some changes in order to help it to be able to reach these goals that it has made. And so it's changed many of its policies that it has set up. So the first policy has changed. It has gone stricter with its export control laws. The second is it's improved its nuclear safety and security as well. The third is strengthened its commitment to obey the International Atomic Energy Association's safeguards in its current and future nuclear power plants. This is all to be able to help to make it look more attractive and more responsible for the nuclear technologies that it has. That way it can receive more foreign aid and support, and also to be able to have the sanctions on it to be loosened so that it can have more freedom how it develops its nuclear technologies. And the future of Pakistan's nuclear weapons is a very gray area, as the only thing that Pakistan officials have stated is that they are concerned with keeping balance in the region. This means that they plan on only producing as many nuclear weapons as India does. We know that there's a very bitter feud between India and Pakistan. Pakistan is very concerned with, at the very least, matching India, but their ambition may be to be able to even surpass India in its nuclear weapon capacity, knowing that these are the most dangerous weapons that they can have and give them an edge over India. And so this is the only thing that could indicate what type of future that Pakistan might have with its nuclear weapon programs as well. Pakistan also has been reaching out to China and other foreign sources to help produce nuclear power and weapons. So that they know that they can only reach their goals if they have that foreign aid. And China has been a huge support to them with the lack of support from the United States in recent current events, and the United States supporting India in a large way as well. And so it'll be very interesting to see because China and the United States have very competing interests, and so it could create somewhat of a nuclear arms race in the future if it continues to go this route. And so overall, the future of Pakistan and its nuclear future can be very shaky. But if Pakistan is able to increase its nuclear power capacity, it could lead to a greater future for Pakistan, maybe even a greater future for the world, having more power and nuclear power in that region of the country. I sure hope it does.